At this moment, we'll have a moment of silence. If everyone could please silence your phones. All right, thank you. Approval of agenda. Whenever you're ready, council.
I make a motion for the approval of city council meeting on Monday, April 6, 2026.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
All right. Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't on here. Wait, I don't even see discussion. I just see new business. Oh. So,
It's new business?
Just make for decision Southern Fastest Filming Permit, make that letter C. Down underneath that, Stonecrest, letter C. All right, can I get a motion with those additions?
all right. I'd like to make a motion to our city council meeting agenda where we're adding letters A under new business presentation by chief, B, Cities Week, mentioned by Councilmember Inman, and the following letters C and D for decision.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. At this time, we have public comments tonight. Do we have any? Sharon. I'm sorry.
Good afternoon, Mayor
What
and
is
all the
that?
council members. I'm Sharon Inman, hyphenate Thomas Martin. Huh? And whatever. At 2640 Johnson Street. And I want to ask a question. I may need to talk to Officer Roseberry, but at 2644, the property. At 2644, the property
Johnson Street.
on Johnson Street, right next door to me. That property, I seen the young man today. Just so happened to meet this today. I seen a young man today, and I questioned him and asked him about the property because I had talked with Chief a while back where the wire popped away from my property and did like what $30,000 worth of damage. So I was just trying to find out more information with that person, the owner of 2644, and the upkeep of the property is horrible. So it's getting warm, rats, bugs, you name it, gonna start swarming around. And I told him that day it was a bad eyesore. Asked him was he the owner. He said he's the brother to the owner, which I knew that wasn't true. But yeah, that's 2644 Johnson Street. Mm-hmm. It's the worstest home on the street.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you all.
All right. All right, any other public comment? One more? Okay.
I won't be long. Good afternoon, Council, Mayor. I
Hello.
just want to say the issue with the plumbing has been resolved. I want to thank the chief for his leadership, and that's not for me, right? So we're going to start all over. Yeah, so like I said, the issue was resolved. It was just, Honore was witness as well as several other witnesses on the issue. I did send out an email to everyone just in terms of like documenting the process, and I'm not looking to sue the city. I just want a partial compensation for what I lost in terms of, just rental and what I spent out trying to resolve this issue. But once again, I have no problem with the city. I love the city of Lithonia, and you guys got on it. Chief is on it as well as Munson. Also, made sure he followed up because even when we discovered what the real issue was, the guys that came out that Friday, they just did a patch job. They didn't really fully fix it. It would have come back to haunt us essentially. But Munson made sure he stayed on this. I just want to just follow up because everyone always talk about the bad the city does and only show for the bad. I just want to make sure, just let it be known, like the chief and Munson was on it on top of it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Glad it was resolved.
Yeah, there you go. And then hopefully, like I said, I could be, partially compensated for my loss.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right, any other public comments? All right. Is there any type of public hearing tonight? We do. Do we need to come out of this to do the hearing? Okay. I need a motion. Just need a motion to go on the public hearing.
I would I'd like to make a motion to open up public hearing.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Well, tonight we have our zoning administrator here, Mr. Bill Johnson. Is he ready?
Start y'all. Bill, hey, come on. So Mr. Johnson's here tonight to present the final draft for the zoning for industrial and commercial, which currently we don't have. We do have several interests from adjoining properties to come into the city. We've presented this before during annexation last year. This right now is just kind of the final draft going over the light industrial, the heavy industrial, C2. You guys should have everything in your emails. And Mr. Johnson going to give his real quick report. Nothing that we haven't seen before. It's pretty much same thing as last time.
Thank you, Chief. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
What before the council tonight is a public hearing concerning parcels to be annexed. State law seeks to minimize shopping for development rights. The developer will talk to the county, talk to the city where he cut the best deal. So what the state has done, in my opinion, was to enforce a 1-year waiting period on rezonings. For the moment, we have to adopt a C2, the M1, and M2 district because the ordinance does not have those districts. And we've tried to go consistent with the DeKalb County ordinance to avoid any kind of land use objection to the annexation. And in doing so, we have pretty much incorporated their standards into the city of Lithonia standards. One example of the annexation that we're seeking is a truck parking lot. It's one of the first annexations being considered. Additional standards associated with truck parking is screening of the perimeter of the property and also compliance with the state stormwater standards. And I understand that the revisions have been presented to the property owner and they have no objection. Are there
Off of the quarry. So it's not just the truck parking lots that are already adjoining to us, because like we talked before, it's contiguous, right? So the people next to us, they want to sign 100% method to come in, which allows us over to the rock quarry, which the rock quarry is actually in talk right now to sign their petitions too. Thing is, we can't actually get the petitions and present them until we have the correct zoning. At which time, when we submit to the county with the petitions will submit the zoning that they want to be or that they need to be per our zoning code, so that way it's all done at once. That way we can go ahead and start up pretty much the annexation process like we did last year. It's just 100% method right now with the petitions of the people that are taking this to us. So it's not just that parking lot that's there. It's also the rock quarry because that's right next to it. And that's how we get the rock quarry.
Can I ask you,
Yeah.
you talking about a truck parking lot in particular or
In
in general?
the one at the corner of North Turner Hill Road and Turner Hill. It's been there for forever. It's been there for years. So it's that plus the two properties in between it. Three properties in between that parking lot, 3 properties, and then us, right? So 100% method is those 4 parcels will sign 100% to come in, which in turn the next property is the rock.
Okay, but not particularly coming into the city, but where they are now, because not like in the district where residential district.
No, they're already there. Yeah. No, not coming into here. They'll be in the city limits, but
Yeah.
they'll still be out there, which in turn, like we talked before, is creating an industrial district, which would be all that property over there.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay. Any discussion? Any questions?
So we'll be voting on making, including C2 and light industrial.
They want me to make sure I have anyone out here public for or against her.
Gotcha.
I'm Bernard Knight, and I represent the owners of the parking lot, the other 3 parcels. Actually, I believe that it's going to be creating M1 light industrial plus M2 heavy industrial. That the heavy industrial will be the existing quarry plus the existing parking lot, but not the other 3 parcels, which are not parking lots. So it'll just be that one parking lot and the quarry.
What's the name of that quarry again?
Well, I don't represent it, but it's called. It used to be the Davidson family, way back in the day. It's been there forever. It's going back to the 19th century, I think. But more recently, it was called Hanson Aggregates. But and that's still, I think, on some of the parcels. But it's owned by a company now called Heidelberg Materials. They're an international company out of Germany. As I say, I don't represent them. I just know of it. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Or against? Be a decision tonight.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve the inclusion and updated text amendment for our zoning for M1 and C2. Is that correct? Oh, M1, M2, and C2. And 2 Lithonia City.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. I need a motion to exit public hearing.
I motion to exit public hearing, go into council meeting.
Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? All right. Any opposed? All right, ayes. Moving forward to new business. New business, we have a presentation by Chief Deaconess, and this is only for discussion.
I got a real quick presentation tonight. I know normally we don't do this, but I really truly felt like this deserved the conversation and the accolade. If I can get Captain Ward to come up here, he didn't know this. He thought he was just coming to help do security. So on March 4th, Captain Moore was here patrolling. He got a call of what we call a jumper on top of the bridge right here at the railroad tracks, and an individual trying to jump off the tracks to harm themselves. Being that he was here by himself, he coordinated with EMS to block Max Cleveland. He was able to eventually get up top on the bridge and just kind of talk to the guy enough to where he was able to get close enough to grab him before he was able to jump. That in itself is just heroic, right? Heroic. So we got Captain Ward a plaque just to show kind of his appreciation and his dedication to that. He truly handled it like swiftly, quickly, without any incident. Thank you, I appreciate it. He's also got a pin. He'll never wear it, but this is actually a pin that's for officers that do life-saving acts. So you see somebody with this, that means they save life. So I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Can I take a picture?
Got
Oh, I got this thing on.
I'm gonna get one on portrait. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, with the city logo in the back?
Yeah.
Y'all want to stand up behind them?
Yeah, y'all can stand behind. Oh, look at that. That's actually perfect. That how the teenagers do it now. I'll say.
Give him another hand, y'all. All right, there we go.
Did the guy get help? Chief, I'm just curious. Did the guy get help? Like, how did that work? Oh,
Next up will be cities week for discussion. This is from Councilwoman.
yes. All right. So let me preface this by saying we had the Lithonia Roundtable on March 31st. That was last Monday. I got a lot of great feedback from the people that came out. The previous people, Sarah Green, and the person she was with, the nonprofit, they participated. They would look forward to being a vendor for that trash bag event, which is Saturday, April the 25th. We discussed, I know Chief was on that call, so we discussed letting them, since it's a community event, be a vendor for free, but they still have to fill out that vendor permit form. She also stated that she's going to bring other agencies like the Department of, forgot the name, huh? Thank you, Department of Community Health, providing, health screenings, and she has toiletries for women and people that are in need. She'll be giving out stuff, so that's perfect. I also talked to Mayor. We plan to have DJ there for the Trash Bash event, and I just want to open this up while we're here. Anyone else that wants to be a vendor, have a table set up, give out some things, or even give your business information, feel free. Just make sure that you get your vendor permit in by April the 16th. Okay. We're going to have a portion of Main Street shut down today, so it's good if you want to bring farmers insurance info out, mayor, your funeral home business. Oh, okay. But either way, you can provide information. And I don't know if anyone knows how many bags we have left. I know I was asking, I don't know. But okay, so maybe leave that open and available by the 16th for people to bring in their info. And then, um, City Speak. Also, I don't know when we'll have flyers. Did we decide on the movie yet? I wanted to see about that. So, do y'all have any recommendations while we're here? Because City Speak is gonna be here in a few weeks, so I'm just trying to help us coordinate all of this.
I think.
Oh, I was thinking something for adults and kids, so I don't know. I know Minions was popular last year, and adults and kids liked it, but I don't know what else is really popular right now. So, Mary, if you want to just make a decision, feel free. I don't know which Ice Age. I don't even know how
I
to.
don't know.
Okay. Hotel Transylvania is another one that comes to mind. Hotel Transylvania is a cartoon. We didn't want yet? Okay. Well, that's a pretty good one. And then we're going to bring this thing dinners we did last year with the desserts, right? On the day. Y'all have it present. Yeah, he was really good. He had good stuff. Yeah. Okay. And we did say wait. So do you have his contact as well? Okay. So for the movie night, 2 hours. So ASAP wings, and you know the name of the dessert guy? Okay. Bash.
Connected to the movie.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Saturday morning from 10 to 12. The whole idea is to make sanitation slash cleanliness sexy. So remember that's the day that we have people, like if you have a license, you live in the city, you can come and dump large items like furniture, bushes. Someone asked about that at the round table, like bushes, hedges, anything that's considered awkward that you want to get rid of. It's like the perfect time because it's spring cleaning. But you can't do anything that's flammable, paint, tires. I don't know what else
Yeah,
people.
lithium batteries.
Yeah.
I just want to hit on that because we know we had to talk at the round table.
Right.
The dumpsters, we wanted to talk to the county, and I called a bunch of people. We're going to have to place the dumpsters here in the parking lot, have them drive through, because no one can come by and pick them up quick enough if it's that close. They're going to have to drop them off on a Friday, pick them up on a Monday. So there'll be 30 yards.
So
Yeah,
is
there'll
it
be
2?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Do you think we can also get maybe just print out a list of what's not to be done so people would just know?
Yeah, we can get that. We can get that and actually make a list. We're going to have one public works person at each dump to make sure that no one's dumping anything they're not supposed to.
And you said it's going to be delivered for Saturday, but
It'll be delivered on Friday, picked
Okay.
up on Monday. So we're just going to have to kind of watch it over.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Okay. So how's that going to work? Because it's going to be an open lot, right?
Yeah, we just have to keep it on. Whatever officer's here 24 hours, we have to
Oh, right.
keep an eye on it.
Okay. So you guys are going to print out what not to dump. And Mayor, did you ever hear back from political officials? I mean, they don't have to. So what it is, send out to more of the contact. So wait for her. She's with the County Sanitation. No, she's not. Oh, no, she's my contact to invite. And with the summer rain. Correct. Okay. And then the last question about that is the wellness guy. You think he's still what's his name? What rundown. So can we go over that? What we doing? Yes. So And that's what I was gonna ask too, like, do we already have flyer? I know we already have one for Trash Bash, but we don't have one,
For the race, that's why.
right? So,
Or do you have that? You got it? Okay. And
and
Dr. Ellison is. That's what we're doing. Actually, you know, that the road, if you decide what they proceed with me, but I just don't know what they. Oh, they coming for that. Okay.
okay. I know they also said that. Yep. Yep. Good point.
Okay, what's the date for that?
25th.
April 25th.
I'm about to send this to you, Mayor. So, yep. And your signs. I thought you guys already ordered. Okay. Okay. Maybe this to make things easier. I'm just gonna send it to you. You got it. Okay. So, so what was the idea again for a movie where we could possibly have it? You said? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because we're already. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I like that. So that way we don't have to bother. Yep. Awesome. That's good. Thank you. Or he said every now and then. So movie on Main Street. And then I guess the vendors can be set up right next to it. What's the rules again for the vendors? Is it up to 500? 500 people? Isn't that how we did it last year? For vendors, we allowed, everybody got something for free for the vendors, as long as it was up to 500 or less people. No. No? Oh, so that's what it was. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I'm assuming we'll do the same thing. Okay. And as well as a families. Okay. Okay. Well, then that covers, I think, every detail, right? I can't think of anything else. Hmm. I don't have nothing else, Mayor.
Anyone else on the city suite?
Oh, last thing, bingo. Who's, Councilman Howard, you, what?
I asked, she said she was doing it, whatever.
Oh, bingo? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. What about the things towards prizes? Because I know that was a big. Okay. So nothing to be worried about there. Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you guys.
Forward to decision. Permit.
So, the movie is Southern Bastards. We've already presented to you once in reference to the Masonic Lodge. They're here to present the actual days of filming now. So I'll let them go through everything and answer any questions.
Hello, my name is Julietta. This is Jamal. I am the key assistant location manager for this production. This is Jamal, he's the assistant location manager. Kevin, unfortunately, who you met last time, is under the weather, so he will not be joining us tonight. But we are here on behalf of Onyx Collective with the show Southern Bastards, seeking approval for our actual film dates. The filming dates, which you'll see on the first page, are broken down as April 23rd, April 24th, the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and May 1st. We do have a mix of overnight filming, daytime filming, and then what we call split. So we'll start in the afternoon and we'll film into the kind of wee hours of the morning. Our first day of filming would be April 23rd, followed by April 24th. Those are both overnight filmings taking place at our Masonic Lodge. Then we move to April 27th, which would be split into two parts. Part one would take place here on Main Street, right at Wigan Street, right at that intersection. And then in the afternoon, we would move to the Masonic Lodge. Tuesday, the 28th, would be the Masonic Lodge. Wednesday, the 29th, we would begin at the Masonic Lodge. Then we would move into the city parking lot right off of Wigan Street, where we will do a bit of stunt work. There's a fight that kind of breaks out, that sort of thing. We are working with the fire department for DeKalb County, since we will be using what we call squibs, which are kind of electric charges that kind of simulate gunfire, essentially. That's when we'll finish up our night. The Thursday night and Friday night, the 30th and May 1st, will be our car chase sequence and car crash sequence, with a combination of work on Main Street. Then on the chase would go from Main Street over the railroad tracks onto Center Street, onto Max Cleland, and then back into the Wayfield parking lot. So we've been working with Mr. Safari in regards to obtaining permission to do part of a crash sequence within his parking lot, but the main crash would take place in front of the Massey residence right on Main Street. And each page has a breakdown of the requests, whether it be a parking lot, whether it be times. We do have a full catering team that works with us, and we will be renting out crystal ballrooms on Main Street in order to use as our catering space. So all of the affected businesses for nighttime filming, we are actually using as support spaces for our filming. That way they won't be, they won't have any business interruptions. We'll essentially use their spaces for our crew. Yeah, that's kind of it. All the details are on each page. And then I attached the notification letter, which is the last little stapled part. And that literally breaks down every single day. It has contact information. Before we go to distribute it, I'll put my cell phone number on there as well as Jamal's. Just for the meeting, we wanted to at least just put one name and email address.
Yes.
All right, I would like to make a motion to approve Southern Bastards for the dates April 23rd, 24th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st.
Is there a second?
I do have a question. I know you mentioned earlier there were some changes to the Masonic Lodge. Can you say those things that happened already? The remediation part?
Yes. So as standard with Disney, they are very, very big on safety. So we had to do air quality tests, mold tests, asbestos testing, things like that. And so it did test positive for mold, lead paint, things like that. So we did have to, what we call abatement or remediation. So we had to take out anything where the mold was found. We had to wipe it down. We had to encapsulate it. We had to do a re-air quality test, which I'm happy to provide those tests if you guys need them later on. Yeah. We did clean up the upstairs. There was a lot of debris removal. There's been furniture and things in that building for a very long time that I've never been touched. So it looks spotless compared to how it looked.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
would
cool.
love to do a tour.
Yeah.
Whenever, I don't know what the availability is like. How does that, I guess, I don't want to interfere with your program.
No, you're totally fine. You let me know. We're here literally every day.
You say you provide your
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's actually on the first letter that you have. I'm Julietta. Yep, that's my cell phone number. Yeah, absolutely. Let me know. Just give me a call. Give you guys a tour. It'll be pretty cool once it finishes up.
Yeah.
I'm actually very, very excited.
And that's the next question. I'm sorry. Are we able to keep their changes in place? Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I didn't know. Well, thank you guys.
Of course, thank you guys for your time.
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so the furniture that was in there, because there was an antique stove that was in the kitchen. So what did you do with the furniture that you removed from the building?
The majority of it went into a dumpster if it wasn't in good shape. I think the stove might still be in there. I thought it was in there.
There was a big stove that was in there in the kitchen. It was there forever, and all the chairs that was upstairs, tossed all those in the trash.
I think those are still up there. They're still.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
in
they're
the kitchen,
blue, right? I saw them in there. They're blue. They're upstairs.
in the kitchen, there's a big stove. You couldn't. I don't know what kind of stove. I've seen it.
I know the sink
It's
was there.
there. Yeah, it's been there for years. Must have.
Let me see if it's still there.
No,
I don't remember stove. I remember when I was.
it was a big. It was
big tall stove.
kind of tall and very wide. Commercial, yeah. I mean, it was.
So
I
this
would
is
think
all
it
that
would
was
have
in
some.
there.
Yeah, that's
This
all.
is our photo from March 12th. But it's not an actual stove. It's a
No,
weird little.
that's a.
Yeah, and it was a sink.
On the other side, and that stove wouldn't have been easy to take out. So
No,
whoever,
then it wasn't there.
if anybody removed that stove, you had to. It's been in there. I don't think I took a picture, but it's been in.
What if it was in there?
I just want to know what they would have done with it. If they left the chair, they would have left the stove, I'm sure, because that would have been a monster to get out of there.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's that weird kind of island looking thing, and then the sink was the only thing in there. These are from March 12th, the first time I've ever went in the building.
It just been in there forever. I'm just wondering what happened to it. It just disappeared.
Oh, and I'm just curious, like, how did you guys discover Sunny Blige? I know you guys have scouts, but I'm curious how you came about.
So in the storyline, we have what we call Coach Boss, and Coach Boss is kind of the hero of the town. Everybody loves him. He does good with everybody. He takes care of everybody. So in the town, he has what's scripted as Boss's Barbecue, which is what this will be. In the storyline, he has that, and it's on Main Street, but it's not on Main Street along with all the rest of the shops. So it needed to be a building that was still, I could still see Main Street, but I wasn't on actual Main Street. I was still kind of like far enough away to where he could still keep eyes on the town, really, is what it came to. So driven past that building a million times. Finally did a lot of research in the city of Lithonia, and I was like, hey, buddy.
Okay, that's cool.
What do you know about the building? And so that's when we got into the conversation, and it's the perfect spot.
Perfect.
Yeah, once it's all said and done, like, we should absolutely do a tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we're so excited to show it to you. I've seen the design plan, so I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Around what date do you think that will be? So I can kind of keep
We're set to by the 23rd, obviously. So if you want to, maybe we do that Monday. Because right now it's just a bit of a shell. They're still putting like the fake seats and things like that. They're putting a really cool tongue and groove feeling in. But we want to plan it for maybe the 20th, April 20th.
Okay, we have a meeting that day at 5:30, but maybe before that.
Okay, I'll be.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Or maybe even the 17th if you want. Maybe that Friday if that's easier. Maybe that Friday morning. It'll mostly be put together by then. Might be just like some last minute touches of like things like that. But maybe the 17th.
Okay, if that worked better, that's not a problem.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll plan for the 17th. It's still there. It's still there.
Not sure it's social, but.
Oh, it's still there. Isn't that so funny? Yeah, there's some cool stuff out there.
Yes, so the, I guess, haven't notified the businesses yet, they're closer to filming time?
We have been in negotiations with a lot of them. I have done a pre-notification letter letting them know that we were applying for a permit towards the end of April, early May, because we didn't have our exact film date yet. And then I also did a pre-notification on the residents that's like behind us, to the side of us, everything around the lot as well.
You have a copy of that letter?
I mean, I could probably pull one up.
Because I didn't see a copy of it. Okay. No more Congress Street, I didn't see a copy of it.
Are you the right?
Yes.
Yeah, I put one right in your like little. You have like the glass door, or the screen door. They slid it right in there. You weren't home that day. It was right after the meeting that we had here. I can bring you another one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll look, but I didn't, so it would have been in between the door and the screen?
yeah. You have the
It's a lock.
right. So
I don't
it's all
know.
good. I mean, maybe the
My
wind
grandson
took it.
could have moved it, I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe the wind or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But yeah, it's okay. We can get you another one. Yeah, of course.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next up, have a decision.
If we could roll that into personnel for executive session.
Personnel.
Yep.
All right, can I flip over to updates and reports? Is there any updates and reports from
Yes.
anyone?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to make sure I just bring up the GMA for Savannah. I know it wasn't discussed a lot this year, so I didn't know who was still planning to go out. And I don't know exactly when it ends. Did you find out anything additional? Because I still want to go. I think Mary, you mentioned going in underwriting. I mean, that's fine, but I want y'all to pay for it. We never did that before. No, we didn't. Huh? Yeah, why y'all can't use this credit card? Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Budget look.
Oh, wow. All right, and then as far as the round table is concerned, I want to make sure I kind of relay what we talked about. I know Chief was on the call, so he was able to address Ms. Aileen Harper's questions or whatever. Okay, so the highlighted points I wanted to bring to you guys is that my neighbor, Michael Jackson, he wants to do right? Isn't that crazy? He was born before Michael Jackson. That's the funny part. But he wants a speed bump right on the corner of Reagan and Church Street. Um, and huh? I was going to ask you about this speed bump.
Oh, a speed.
Yes, there. So you know how tight that corner is. Like you're going up Reagan, you have that house, the granny house on top of the hill, and then you have his house, which is on the right across from it. And literally every time, because it's a busy street, even though it's so narrow, but people come through there all the time. And one person literally has to stop around that curve to let someone else's spot. And some people they see you and they still recklessly turn that corner. So it is a danger. And I know it's weird because a portion of that area belongs to Stonecrest. The other portion belongs to the city. So I know you guys are in agreement with Stonecrest already on some things. And I just want to see if we can bring that up as a way to, I don't know if engineers have to be involved, but it's about, well, not just about the speed tables, but about trying to do something about widening it. And I know the owners would be open to it because they're complaining too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that would be great. We need the help. It's that, and then those school buses come through there recklessly driving too. And I was going to ask you on the red about speed bumps. Do you really find it to be effective? Because that's what my neighbor was recommending, but I just
The year that the legislature noise, they hear it anyway, come down and go to the cause.
it's more so annoying, isn't it? Okay. And have,
They go to the position. We got all the space. We have a day, more speed to hit the ball. They come around and pursue the Main Street. Maybe something right there, you know, slow down. You gotta put way at the top of it.
right.
Then,
Okay. So maybe I'll just put a note to myself that I'll follow up with you guys to see if possibly we can have a conversation, however that looks with Stonecrest, I guess. And I think that was. Oh, what did you say you have the meeting with the Cap County on the school buses? Next week. Okay. That was it for me.
All right. Any other updates, council?
yeah, just that, as I spoke to you guys earlier, we did put the air monitor in place. So it's beginning to send, information to Emory to, test the quality of air. Also, to say that, the senior center, along with the resource center, the children there have formed a intergenerational book club. So the seniors will be reading with the children at the resource center and having storytelling and book reviews.
Okay, that's so cool.
Speaking of lights, you know, the ones by, in front of the apartment complex, it's curve right here. Now, I haven't drove down there the last couple of days. Why don't you come up here and talk to us? All right. Come on up here, man.
Is-
Oh. All right. I can't hear you.
I hope you know you haven't seen him while you're
Who is that?
here.
Well, we see him on the streets, though.
Look, his math class is telling him how to get here right now.
Give the streets.
The portable pressure washer came in today, so he can go around and clean all the signs. A lot easier now, so they can hook it up to the bucket and spray on the signs, the street, the city entrance signs, stop signs, any of that
At
stuff.
the park.
Yep.
Yeah, because
So
that
they-
green stuff grows
Yeah,
everywhere.
so now they can go around and litter pressure washer all over. Get it on. He- working on the Randall and Tribble. If you know where the cemetery is.
Yeah.
We literally are actively working on fixing that corner right now and getting some quotes to, one, shore it up a little bit better right there and put some better bowlers, the concrete posts around the corner to stop the trucks from hitting it. But we also noticed that they're not only getting that one side, but they're getting the other side too. So
You put the signs up there,
we got, how many signs? We've been putting extras.
and they still coming
Oh,
through.
yeah.
So we policing that area?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, Councilman Shepherd, get him all the time. But it's, and we're trying to, and I'm working with Stonecrest now to make sure that they're cool with us going way back in their area, putting turn signs to go down Barkle, so they won't make it all the way to the trip. But we gotta go way back down. But, oh, yeah.
One other sign, the no dumping sign, did those come in? No dumping, where we've had, y'all don't remember that conversation? Okay. Okay, so basically where you've been picking up trash where those tires were dumped?
There's some more dump there.
Well, yeah, really? So basically wherever there's dumps, people been dumping, that's where the no dumping sign needs to go. You could put some more on Kanye Street, because Kanye's and, Wiggins, Swift, I think. Because, on the weekends, that's when they,
So, also,
or dump their trash.
speaking of dumping, we got rid of all the tires, like Mr. Green said, over there on the city parking lot. But we also work in conjunction to get the county, told you about it. All the tires behind that house.
Can't go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So basically, the county did the tire trash thing. I called them to confirm that we could take all of our tires, they're only allowing 10. I thought we had a lot more. But I also let them know, hey, you have your own property that has like 200 to 300. So they came out and down.
Yeah, I guess instead of dumping on Swift and Kanye, maybe no littering. Because that's where they tossing bottles out on the weekend.
Where they dump a lot of tires.
Littering. Yeah, they're still doing it. It's like a needle in the haystack because, they're ride around with stuff in the back, and ride around, they don't see. If they ride around and see somewhere else, they go opposite way. So,
I got a question. So, would I've seen this some other places. Turn when they have a poles, they would change the ordinance here. Property, they probably put around the property with a chain on it and no dumping, so that people would be able to drive onto the property.
yeah, I mean, we can do that, but most of the dumping is just on the side of the street, or like, or yeah, it's not abandoned houses. It's more like Cable Street, like you said, Parkway and Park Drive is just right there on the edge of the street. It's not even in the property.
What is the deal with the tires? So you just can't put them into the.
Well, the landfill over here is not taking tires no more. So I personally believe when people come to dump their tires in the landfill and they tell them we're not taking them, as their way on their way out, they're trying to find it. It's not just us. The county's getting even just as bad as we are. Because they got people out now that's all they're doing. So I mean, they would you just find, yeah.
You have to pay. You have to pay. They don't want to pay to get.
You know, I just thought about
$10 and up for $1 paying on this side.
Yeah. Up to
why
60.
can't we make money from them dumping if they're already coming over here? Huh?
You want to be the one.
My bad. Okay, well, I'll leave that be. But I do want to ask, because I know we discussed this in the past, since we're talking about littering and all this other stuff. Are we still in the work of trash cans put around the city? Because if you're telling people not to litter, you got to have a place where they can put their trash.
Yeah,
So-
these areas we're not putting trash cans on the side of Covenant
No,
Highway.
not those areas. I'm talking about like what she was saying, littering. Like put one on the main streets, like Player Street, Main Street.
I mean, do we have on Main Street now?
You know. Yes. So are we still gonna buy those? All right.
I mean, that I don't know. There are places there are landfills that are taken, but you know, whether it be a waste management landfill or a public landfill, a cat landfill, you just don't know. That's the issue.
Oh, before I forget, I talked to Officer Rosemary, and she, okay, Rosemary, it's one of those fruit seasonings. She mentioned that, which I thought was a great idea. I just don't know the cost. She said, "Give deer cameras." I'd love to see one placed over there at the DeKalb County property, on Cable and Johnson, and the other places that y'all just mentioned about. Yeah, because it's a problem. Like even though she appointed what do you call it, a street captain, they may come at hours that no one, you know what I'm saying? So
I got a deer camera.
perfect. Okay.
The only issue is yeah, it doesn't report back to you unless you gotta go get the 10 part and download it. So,
Right.
If they know the time,
possibly. We tried that with the box truck that was supposed to be dumping. Issue is the tag on the box truck on the front.
That's legal?
All your box trucks, dump trucks, tractor trailers, all tagged on the front. Well, yeah. I mean, we could find it on the camera, but you just don't have a tag, so you can't tell what it is.
Wow.
Yeah,
And maybe them just seeing it will you know, make.
You don't want them to see it, yeah. They see it, they take it. No, they're gonna take the camera with them. Because it doesn't record back to anything.
Okay. Oh my goodness. It's like we try to find a solution and it's just like, okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
So, all right, that's it for both of us.
All right. Thank you. It was nice seeing you, Mr. Munson.
He ain't going nowhere yet.
All right.
I will be sending out a information bulletin that came from GMA in reference to the House bill that passed. State or Senate bill, well, House Bill 1116 did not pass. It converted to 3. And I'm trying to confuse you guys right now, but that passed, which in turn forces everybody to enroll into House Bill 581, which is the House bill that everybody opted out and did not want to enroll into last year. So currently, we will all have to opt into House Bill 581. Senate bill, yeah, I'll send it to you. I don't want to, because you don't, if you don't read it and look at it, it's going to get real convoluted. GMA kind of sent out like a plain text type thing that I'll send to you guys. And so we currently have a meeting. I currently have a meeting with the CAB coming up, tax assessor's office, to discuss on how this is going to work, because now advertisings are going to be different. What we can do is going to be different. All of that. So there's going to be some changes that are foresee coming, whether it be this year or next year. But I do know that that was one of the things they were working on. So I'll send it out to everybody, and if you have questions, just email me back. But I don't want to, throw out everything on my side, because it'll just be much. So that's all I have.
All right, is there a need for, oh, I got something to say. I have the mayor's newsletter, if anybody needs, access to that, so you can see, what we got going on, and see, even the cap county, I really need your email address, so I can look, email, but, yeah, that goes for council and public. All right, thank you. And is there a need of executive session, personnel, or anything else? All right, I need a motion. All right, is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, I said it. Thank you so much. And thank you
Tell Miss Tammy, hey, I ain't talked to her in a minute.
Let me see it now. Mine's not. Hello, hello.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello.
Testing. Testing, testing. I think only that is.
All right, can I get a motion to exit executive session, please?
Make a motion to adjourn the executive session and open our regular session.
Is there a second? Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. Now we need to go back into our normal meeting. We don't need a motion, right? All right, we're gonna approve. One thing I have tonight will be executive session for real estate, as well as personnel and litigation and cybersecurity. Only action that I need tonight will be, we will need to go ahead and terminate the governmental agreement between the city of Lithonia Police Department and the city of Stonebridge. And we need that effective immediately on April the 10th, 2026. So I would like to make the motion to proceed.
A motion to approve executive session for personnel, litigation, real estate, and cybersecurity.
Second.
I need to actually make the motion on what we talked about. Or you need it motion on minutes? Okay. All right. Give me 1 second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
I'm sorry. You,
She made the motion.
My bad.
Executive session.
Thank you. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes. Thank you. And can you proceed with the motion?
what the motion to approve the executive session?
The
Terminate
IGA.
IGA.
Go ahead. You do.
Make a motion to cancel the IGA for security for Stonecrest
Second.
April the 10th.
for April the 10th.
Is there a second? Oh, second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. Y'all need a motion to adjourn our normal city council.
I make a motion to adjourn our, city council meeting for tonight.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Good night. All right.
Oh.